After just one game, a lot of people are already forming their opinions about Patrik Laine. But when this happens, I like to hear what Martin St. Louis has to say because he usually puts things into perspective. Let's see what he has to say.
But, we want to be coming in waves. And when Patty shows that, it allows us to come in waves.
What I think he's trying to say there is when Patrik Laine is playing his best, the team plays their best. I think he played a pretty good game last night. Let's see if tonight he can do even better. The Montreal Canadiens are in Detroit playing the Detroit Red Wings. Let's talk about it.
I only shoot and score, then if you score, then we'll come.
If you're a Habs fan, you really are hoping that they grab a win on this one. As of late, Montreal has done all right against Detroit, but Detroit made some acquisitions over the summer, and the fans are hoping that the Yzer plan is finally coming together. What kind of game are we going to get tonight? I might as well tell you right now, this is going to be a fun one. And you know what else has been fun? Watching the channel grow. Thank you so much for your support. In yesterday's video, I flashed that graphic of what YouTube sent me about being number 80 in Canada. That's for hype reactions or hype. I don't know if you have to be a mobile user. I've never seen it personally myself, but you have the ability to hype the video, hype the channel, hype something. So if you ever have the opportunity to do that, yeah, do it. And if you're not already a community member, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of the community. If you are a community member, just hit the like button. Helps me out with, I don't know, search results, I think. So we jump right into this game and we start where we always start. La formation de départ, our starting lineup. And I gotta say, I mentioned in my video yesterday that it's an inside joke that I say attack wins improperly. But still in the comments, you're telling me how to say attack wins. Nos attaquants, our forwards, Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovský, Bolduc, Doc, Gallagher, Newhook, Kapanen, Demidov, Anderson, Evans, and Laine. Nos défenseurs, our defensemen, Matheson, Dobson, we got Gouli, Hudson, finally, Yasuaki, Carrier, finalement, nos gardiens, our goaltenders, Dobes starting in net, and Montembeault. So let's drop the puck on this one. Playing in Detroit, of course, still on the road. We have to wait till the 14th to play the Kraken at home? They really couldn't have scheduled a better home opener than against the Kraken. Anyway, this thing starts off, what's the word that I want to use? Awkward, I guess? And Noah Dobson's going to take a penalty from Mason Appleton. But you watch this back, Appleton gets his stick up high on Dobson and he retaliates. Nevertheless, the Habs are going on the PK and Detroit's going to open up scoring on this one.
At the goal line, Kane flips it right in front. Oh, try to score! Larkin!
Power play goal, Larkin. Try not to get discouraged, but I was going into this one really hoping that Montreal could pull out a win. And so far, they've been looking shaky. On the PK for this particular penalty, they were like not finding their placement well. And I was like, I don't know how this one's going to go. But the puck bobbles out in front. It gets to Larkin somehow, and Dobes doesn't have very much chance with this one. On the opposite end, Slaf is using his size to move his opponents off the puck. This is great. I love seeing what Slaf is doing so far. Even in yesterday's loss, you could tell that he was coming out with way more momentum than last year. Remember last year? We were questioning if he had forgotten how to skate over the summer. He is looking much better. Forget about first half Slaf. I think Hockey Junkie said it right. We're getting both half Slafs. Yeah, he bodies his man off the puck here, which generates an opportunity in front. He did stuff like this all night. How many shots did he end up with? He had 6 last night. Tonight he had 2. I mean, tonight it's spoilers. It's not a very high shot game. But back to the game. Where were we? All right. Casper goes to the box for assaulting Doc. So we get to see the power play again. Can they make it work? It didn't look so great yesterday, which is bringing into question, do you move Demidov up onto that first line power play? Well, we see the double fan here, almost comedic timing. I think this is Slaf and who is it, Suzuki? Either one of them would have connected with it. I think it's going in. So once again, the power play not clicking. Detroit kills it off, but it wasn't too long from then that Montreal finally strikes, and guess who?
It's up to Gallagher, nice little pop pass in front. Bolduc, wrist shot, score! Back to back, Zach Bolduc!
Bolduc. The real hero here was Gallagher with his little pop pass. Gets it right up the middle for Bolduc, and wow, beautiful. Gibson so far hasn't been tested that much, but he's stumping Caulfield. This next clip I'm going to show you, I wish we would have been able to see the aftermath because Slaf lays down a big hit. Why would you pan away from that? We want to see that. Now, you might be wondering how Demidov is doing. It's game 2, and already people are saying he's a bust. Can you let the kid have a moment to adapt? But you're right. It does feel like he's just a step behind or a step too far ahead. He's doing all the right things, but he just can't connect and he can't finish the plays that he's involved in. And this is probably the epitome of that because it goes right through his legs. Open net. This was all his, but there'll be more. There's another young rookie. I think he still qualifies as a rookie. No? Oliver Kapanen. He's jealous of Bolduc. Bolduc got a goal yesterday. Kapanen got a goal yesterday. So Kapanen's going to have to get another goal today.
But how compatible they are at the same time. Another chance again, led by Newhook. And Kapanen score!
2-1 for Montreal. I think this was on the same shift where Demidov missed his opportunity. So a beautiful stretch pass by Demidov to make this happen. Gets it to Newhook. Newhook gets it to Kapanen and cures the driven snow. Now the Wings will get another chance at the PP as Gallagher is sent to the box. On the power play, Dobes is coming up big after kind of a scary shot, leaving a goal in after the 4th shot. But Dobes is shutting it down on the power play. Starting to feel his groove, I think. Comes up with a couple big saves and then stones to brink it.
Lucas Raymond, one more time. Delays, one-time drive. Dobes got a piece.
You shall not pass!
Now we see Kapanen on the rush with 2 of his buddies. Kapanen is patient with it. At the last moment, he tries to put it in. He almost stuffs it past Gibson, but chalk up another save for John Gibson. That's good for Gibson. He needs those now more than ever. He's going to need them even worse after this next goal by Mike Matheson.
The period, Suzuki, he'll stop, look for help, drops it off. Matheson, shot, score! Mike Matheson, 3-1 Montreal.
Matheson makes it 3-1. Suzuki enters the zone on the rush here, backhands the puck to Matheson. He's rushing in. He gets in deep. He beats Gibson, who is now basically looking just miserable in his debut with Detroit. John Gibson was brought in to fix that goaltender problem, right? $6.4 million. And guess what? It gets worse for Gibson. This is at the end of the period. This must be a dagger through the heart of the Detroit locker room, but they come out in the second period and they look like they've regained some of their energy. This, for example, I was positive this shot went in, but I guess the pipes were backing Dobes up and the puck goes off the inside of the pipes. And not too long after this, Carrier is going to make it 4-1 for the Canadiens.
Jack-eye, he'll sling it across. Shot, score! Carrier is seeing a shot from the blue line and it beats Gibbs.
Jack-eye to Carrier, and it gets redirected in front here. I was positive this was Bolduc, and if you look back at it, it looks like his stick is at the height where the puck gets deflected. But they credited this goal to Carrier. I thought we were going to be on Bolduc hat-trick watch. I thought Bolduc was going to be trending for 123 goals after this game. Still in the second, Josh Anderson draws a penalty. We're back to the power play. Will they finally crack the code? No, they won't. The power play mojo is really bad right now. So bad that Caulfield drops the pass here, but he drops it to Cop. Hudson needs to be there to make a huge defensive play. This was great on Hudson's behalf, but he really had to save Caulfield's rear end. So Detroit kills off that power play. How many power plays is that now? Is that 5? If there are very many more, people are going to start getting their pitchforks out and the torches, asking for Demidov to be put up on power play 1. Newhook gets tripped. We're going to go back on the power play. Detroit fans are irate. They can't believe that tripping is a penalty in the National Hockey League.
Wheels, Alex Newhook tripped up.
So, will they finally find the back of the net in the power play? They do.
NHL. Suzuki digs it on the draw. Slafkovský, Caulfield, waiting, shooting. Big stop, Gibson, rebound, score!
Slafkovský makes it 5-1 for the Montreal Canadiens. A commanding lead. Suzuki to Caulfield here. The puck gets in front. Slafkovský knows what he needs to do, and he cleans it up. Gibson is looking absolutely rigid. We might be seeing like a Jack Campbell type situation. And of course, Gibson is pulled. Cam Talbot is going into net. If you're a Detroit fan watching this, I commiserate with you. This is very frustrating. But it's just the first game of the season. Maybe Gibson is kicking off a little bit of rust. Second period ends, and wow, they looked commanding in the second. Let's go into the third period, finish this off. Dobes stones Larkin now. Dobes stones DeBrincat now. At this point, you're starting to see the shot totals rack up. Dobes is looking really good. Next, I want to highlight something. We've seen this a couple of times now. This is the second time, I should say. And I want to talk about it because it might happen again in the future and it might actually work, but it doesn't work here. Dobson, he likes to bank it off the back wall and seems like the puck gets in front of the net. I can just imagine someone being home and Dobson looking like a complete genius. Make it happen, Dobson. Now we see Doc and Bolduc with a nice one-on-one opportunity, but Bolduc sends it wide. In the final minute, the Habs aren't giving up much, but they aren't pushing much either. It feels like they're trying to slow down the tempo of the game, and it's felt that way for a while in the third period. You felt like the Detroit Red Wings were pretty demoralized at this point. One little last dish from Doc to Laine. So I did mention Patrick Laine in this video, but guess what? He was pretty invisible. He didn't make any sort of glaring mistakes, but this wasn't the game that everyone just became satisfied about Laine. Still, it wasn't really a bad game for anyone, and it was a really great game for Brendan Gallagher, Mike Matheson, Slafkovský, Bolduc, Kapanen. Dobson played great. Even Jacky, I feel, improved his game a lot. How many minutes did he get? Dang, he got 16 minutes. That's what you want out of your third pairing D. It's remarkable. You look at the forwards, the attaquants, and look at their minutes. It's like 14 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 15 minutes, 50. Josh Anderson played the most out of any forward tonight. Huh? I'm telling you, Martin St. Louis is looking to create very balanced lines that are easy for him to send out in pretty much any situation. And it worries the heck out of me, but it's kind of working. I don't know, man. What do you think? That's going to do it for me, guys. I want to try to get to bed early. Last night, I was up until basically 2 uploading. And at that point, y'all were sleeping anyway. Go back and watch my video from yesterday if you didn't watch it. I know that it kind of flew under the radar. Sorry about that. But I felt the intro was pretty good. The intro of this one's pretty good, right? Thought it was pretty funny anyway. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, you guys know the drill. Hit that like button. It helps me out with, I don't know, search results or something. Subscribe to become part of the community. I would love to have you. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.